Hey guys, what's going on? It's your boy M.K.S back with another video. Um, I decided to leave, for anyone who watched my videos last night, I decided to leave part 3 till today. So, anywho, I hope I'm not jinxing it because it's 1300 hours. So I normally have these superstitions, but unfortunately, this was the time I was ready to upload videos. So I'm hoping to like do some household chores like empty the dishwasher and empty and fill dishwasher and boring stuff like that, and also possibly do some cleaning and all that sort of stuff. So I think it's only fair, obviously, because um, my mum gives me a shelter, so I still live with mum, obviously. So I think it's only fair to do at least a little bit of household chores. She might think I should do more, but anyway, I'm going to try and get on with this list. So I hope people out there will enjoy it. I appreciate any likes and sharing the video and all that kind of stuff, as I normally say. And Godspeed, this won't be jinxed or negative overall. Anyway, so number 21, I hope to remember some of my old ideas and plans and what I would have done if I could have achieved it by now, what I would have liked to have happened versus what actually happened. I also hope to think about things I hope to remember and remember some positive and negative, or negative and positive in that order, because I want to say the best to last. I know I have these quirky little things. And again, talk about some of my patterns and habits, traits, and things like that. Number 22, I hope to look at how I've improved and how I hope to continue to improve, what I hope to change, and what my new goals are, and any new goals I can think of, and new things to work on to keep me busy and always going. And remind myself why I'm doing certain things, and get on with them and do the best I can and make mistakes but learn from them, perhaps, things like that. And enjoy weather like this, which we've been having in the UK recently. Probably can't see it. It's beautiful weather out there. Hopefully you saw that properly. 23, I hope to think about my fundraising goals and ideas. I know I stick to these patterns, so please forgive for that one. But yes, I hope to think for any new ideas, as again, of fundraising and people sharing their ideas about how to fundraise for people like in Asia and for Italian football and Celtic as well. And all sorts of things. I have to help people as much as I can. And hopefully, again, people can give me ideas I might not have thought of. And maybe if I get more active, I can help like homeless shelters here where I live, and things like that as well. And I'd love to have like a bucket list, which I've talked about before. Like I'd love to travel to all possible parts of Asia and help people in slums and orphanages and people with learning disabilities and disabilities generally and so forth. But yeah, just basically helping as many people as I can. And again, I might people sharing ideas that I might not have thought of, things like that. 24, I hope to think about and talk about some, and also write about some of my networks I'd love to make between different countries, like for instance, different nations or countries, whichever term you prefer. For instance, like Italy and France with football. I know they don't always get along, but try and improve and enhance those relations somehow. And like Italians, French, and Spanish, Mediterranean countries, and the Irish, Ireland, and Celtic to practice together and help each other to practice, especially at youth level. So in the future, they help each other to become better at football and things like that. And also have political and other such networks like Pan-Asian networks, as I talked before about. And I was thinking today about, when I was walking my dog, I was thinking like of merchandise, like people could have badges or clothes that say things like "I'm proud to be a Pan-Asianist" or things like that. So I hope to think of ideas like that. And 25, to support republics, as I often talk about, as much as I can, and continue to come up with ideas and network with people from republics and things like that. And again, people of colour, supporting each other's YouTube channels and projects and things, and that sort of thing. 26, I hope, as ever, to think about anti-imperialism, reparations, again, people of colour working together, POC, short, for unity and supporting each other, Pan-Asianism, Pan-Africanism, and what I call the four, networking together in countries. I dream to make like things like a network of countries that were colonized, networking together, especially countries that were colonized by the same country, and like a network of countries that have been divided or split up, like Ireland, Argentina, China, India, Korea, and countries like that, which have been divided and split into two or more different countries. And that sort of thing. 27, I was thinking of this thing about sending thank you letters to any people who support projects like to do in Asia and Africa, like people sending thank you letters, and also like people from Asia writing to people like Richard Branson, like people with dyslexia, for instance, writing to people like Richard Branson to set up their own training academies and things like that. especially children. Hopefully that will appeal to them, and they'll set up more training academies and things like that, especially if they think about helping children and things like that, to train them for the future. I know people like Richard Branson have already set up training academies in Asia and Africa, but I hope he'll set up more, especially for dyslexic people in particular, and other people with dyslexia and ADHD, setting up their own training academies for fellow dyslexics or people with ADHD across Asia and Africa and places like that. And a little bit of a cheeky idea I thought of is like Celtic fans writing to any club or team that's beat Rangers and thanking them for beating Rangers or things like that. And again, like Italian fans writing to people who have contributed to Italian football, and Italian football to have like, I know it's got like the Hall of Fame, but like I was thinking if it had like a Hollywood Walk of Fame, but an Italian football version. So for people who have contributed to Italian football in some way, even people like Jose Mourinho, because he helped Inter to win the Champions League, and so anyone who's helped, any coach who's helped, or any coach or manager or players who have helped or been part of the team that have won trophy internationally with an Italian club and things like that. So I hope to develop those ideas as much as possible as well in the future. Sorry if you're not a football fan, but I hope that made sense anyway, too, especially to football fans. 28, I hope to look at how to make the world a better place and turn negatives into positives. And again, help Italian football and Celtic to have practice together. Like I'd love to make like things like the M.K.S Practice Cup in the future, which help teams that support like Celtic and Italian clubs and Mediterranean clubs, and even like clubs from Eurasian, or generally transcontinental, Mid-Eastern and Mediterranean nations and things like that, practice with Celtic and each other, especially Italian clubs. And 29, I hope to encourage mixed race people to support Asia as much as possible, and again, people of colour generally and things like that, and as many people as possible to support slums and orphanages and people with learning disabilities across Asia, especially people who have learning disabilities themselves who have done well in their chosen fields, especially entrepreneurs and people like that. And 30, just hopefully do as much as I can with the time I have. So anyway, hope you like this video and my quirkiness and find at least some of the ideas interesting. As ever, I'd love to have any of your comments, like what are your least and most favourite ideas, what bits you liked, what bits you didn't like, in other words. And hopefully feedback, constructive feedback, even criticism, but hopefully most comments will be positive. So I'll try and end on a positive note. Peace and love.